back again with my top sci-fi series picks. I'm here to drop 10 sci-fi series that are absolutely worth your time. In no particular order, coming in at number 10, Silo.
We do not know why we are here. We do not know who built the silo and why we are underground. We only know the world outside our sanctuary is death.
If you boil the pact down to one rule, it's do not say you want to go outside. Or you will go outside.
Don't you ever think about the world beyond the silo?
What if what we see is not what's out there?
Down in Mechanical, there's always someone who has a theory about the silo. And I need to find out the truth. I found something that might hold the answers to a lot of questions.
You have to stay quiet. And keep your head down.
Coming this May, many years ago. Having seen the show already, I'm still processing how the trailer fits. I kind of feel like it's trying really hard to sell it. It actually is a very interesting show. I'm sure the books are great, the cast does an excellent job acting, and the story is something quite different. Moving right along, number 9, Continuum.
2077. My time, my city. When terrorists killed thousands of innocents, they were condemned to die. They had other plans.
Central? I'm separated from my team. I need backup.
Who is this? How did you find this channel?
What year is this?
What year are you from?
2077.
The war begins now.
You're under arrest.
For what?
For what you're going to do.
You say he's part of a gang?
A very dangerous one. You can expect well-coordinated, violent criminal activity and some unorthodox tactics.
There's a war coming
How can you be so sure?
because we're going to start it.
How do you get back to 2077?
We're here. We can't go back.
That trailer was amazing. I want to watch it right now because of it. So basically, a police officer, or protector as they're known in the future, is sent back in time with a group of terrorists intent on changing the future. It's a great series, and I highly recommend it. Next up, number 8, The Devil's Hour.
You ever been in this room before?
No.
Do you feel like you have?
Why would I?
I know you feel out of place, like your life isn't your own.
You don't know me.
This is all of the evidence seized last Thursday night. We believe this is the man that murdered Harold Slade and Shane Fisher.
You knew one of his victims. If there's a link, we'll find it.
Tell me, what am I missing?
There's no pattern, it's just chaos.
You can prove it to yourself, Lucy. Think.
Harold Slade, I know that name means something to me.
Remember.
That was shit before.
Why don't you start at the beginning? You seem to have a distorted relationship with time.
My perception of time is better than anyone's.
He's playing a game with us.
So play back.
Lucy, this guy's the serial killer.
I need this to end.
It's all connected. Your dreams, your memories, everything that happens, everything that doesn't, everything that will.
And in this delusion of yours, are you a time traveler or a fortune teller?
Neither. I'm a boss.
I've just watched both trailers and both gave me goosebumps. So it's basically about this time-traveling doctor. Gideon? Did I say doctor? Okay, so in truth, I'd rather not give away any of the plot. But if you're into sci-fi and psychological crime thrillers, this would be right up your alley. Coming in at number 7. Murderbot.
I am a security unit, or sec unit. I was built to protect and obey humans, and humans are idiots. But now that I've hacked my programming, I can do whatever I want, as long as they don't find out.
Now, let's talk security. We need you to select a sec unit to take on the mission. This is the newest model available.
What's the one behind it?
That's a refurbished model.
Oh, look at that piece of crap. Oh, wait, that's me.
Which one's the least expensive? That one, but you get what you pay for.
True.
Wouldn't be so creepy if it didn't stand so still. Shh, you can hear us. We can't.
I could. I just didn't care. I was watching the entertainment channels on the company's satellites. I had watched 7,532 hours of content. Shows like The Rise and Fall of Sanctuary Moon.
Did you sleep with that bot?
Stars, Captain.
Oh, what now?
Threat detected. That's what. So I remember watching this trailer about a trash can watching TV. That was the original promo that Apple had for Murderbot. And it just made me not want to watch the series. Does anybody else remember that? I couldn't find it anywhere. This is actually a great comedic sci-fi series. Something that's been missing from the sci-fi roster. It had me laughing every episode. And one of the actors whom you wouldn't expect gives us a phenomenal emotional performance. This show is literally a must-watch in my book for every sci-fi fan. Right in the number 6 spot, Fringe.
Olivia Dunham, FBI.
Most of what I'm about to show you has not been made public. Intel that's classified above top secret.
They're calling these events a pattern, as if someone out there is experimenting, only the whole world is a lab.
Anything, anybody you need, you can have.
His name's Walter Bishop.
My father.
He worked out of Harvard. He was part of a classified U.S. Army experimental program in an area called fringe science.
You're telling me my father was Dr. Frankenstein?
So much happened here, and so much is about to.
You fall in love with your partner, who betrays you, he dies in your arms.
I saw him last night.
Hello, Liv.
You're not real.
Walter, is that LSD?
It's a special blend.
Finding out that my father's giving drugs to bugs somehow just became a typical moment in my life.
Look at this. And he was there with us.
We've recorded him at over 36 scenes, all of which relate to the pattern. We refer to him as the Observer. But what he wants and why he's there, we don't know.
This won't hurt.
Is this Poli-Sci 101?
Not remotely.
Who was it?
Freshman.
To me, this is the true successor to the X-Files. I've loved this show ever since it first aired, long before the internet started calling it underrated. With a fantastic cast like Walter, who my wife fell in love with instantly when I showed her the series, and an incredible mix of mystery, horror, and science fiction, this J.J. Abrams show instantly became a fave of mine. I highly recommend checking it out. Holding down the number 5 slot, The Expanse.
May I ask you something?
You miss Earth? These endless blue skies. Free air everywhere. And open water all the way to the horizon. When you spend your whole life living under a dome, even the idea of an ocean is almost impossible to imagine.
They are an entire culture working together to turn a lifeless rock into a garden. We had a garden, and we paved it.
Someday, things gonna change.
Earth and Mars have been stepping on the necks of the Belters out here for over 100 years.
You want to be careful how far you want to take this.
We're all in this together.
We are fighting for something precious here.
They built their solar system on our backs, spilt the blood of 1 million of our brothers, but in their eyes, we're not even human anymore.
Heaven help your enemies.
Heaven help us all. Earth must come first.
We make it all this way, so far out into the darkness. Why couldn't we have brought more light?
This show is the definition of space opera. It starts out with a missing persons investigation that leads down the Alice rabbit hole and never lets up. The Expanse has been hailed for its attention to detail not only in world building, but in the physics they've used and how realistic it all feels. It's one of the smartest sci-fi shows I've seen, with a depth that stays with you long after the credits roll. Number 4. 12 Monkeys.
It's never been about if. It's always been when. We didn't see it coming.
About 40 years from now, most of the human race is gonna be wiped out.
You think you're from the future?
Our only option is to stop it from ever happening in the first place.
Why did you come for me?
You gave me this mission.
You're going to change the world, Mr. Cole.
We know that it's because of a man named Leland Frost. We find him, I kill him. That's it.
Tell me, what do I do that is so monumental that the laws of physics are broken?
I need her. I can't do this alone.
I don't know what I believe.
I remember meeting you in 1987, and you looked exactly the same.
How is that possible?
How is that possible?
I told you, you can't just kill someone.
He's already dead. Everybody is already dead. You are already dead. You ready to make history? Or I'll make it.
That trailer gave me goosebumps. As a fan of the show, it captures the intensity I felt throughout each episode. I absolutely love this show. The way it handled its long-term time travel storytelling was honestly amazing to me. It's one of the best sci-fi shows I've seen. If you love smart time travel sci-fi, you have to watch this. Number 3. The 2005 movie Serenity. What is Serenity? Well, I'm not saying. Because you cannot fully enjoy the action-packed sci-fi awesomeness that is Serenity until you've seen number 2. Number 2. Firefly.
The Alliance said they were going to waltz through Serenity Valley, and we choked them with those words. We've done the impossible, and that makes us mighty. Just a little while longer, our angels are going to be soaring overhead, raining fire on those arrogant gods. So you hold. You hold! Go!
What were you in the war? A big war you failed to win. You're a sergeant, yeah? Sergeant Malcolm Reynolds. Balls and Bayonets Brigade. Big, tough veteran. Now you got yourself a ship and you're a captain. Only I think you're still a sergeant, see? Still a soldier. Man of honor in a den of thieves.
I do the job. And then I get paid. go run your little world. No matter how long the arm of the Alliance might get, we'll just get ourselves a little further. Small crew, they must feel the need to be free, take jobs as they come.
She still has the advantage over us.
Everyone always does. That's what makes us special. Tell you, Zoe, we get a mechanic, get her up and running again, hire a good pilot, live like real people. You never have to be under the heel of nobody ever again.
You ever sailed in a Firefly?
This show can be heartbreaking. There is not a cast member of the crew on that ship that I did not love. Nathan Fillion, in a word, is charming. And I've been a fan of his ever since I first saw him on this show. While this series is very much loved now, it was short-lived in its heyday. But thankfully Joss Whedon was able to give it a proper send-off with the movie Serenity. That is a definite must-watch after this series. Number 1. iZombie.
My name is Liv. I used to be passionate, inspired, alive. Now I'm mostly just hungry. And a zombie, so there's that. As day jobs go, this one was pretty grim. Until I got a taste of something more.
Why the hot sauce? Is that a zombie thing?
It's finally here! I've been terrified about somebody finding out about me for months, and you're acting like it's the measles. When I eat a brain, I get visions. Flashes of dreams or memories.
Dr. Death, what's the story with my Jane Doe? No idea yet?
She was arrested in 2008.
How'd you know that?
Liv. It's a psychic.
Ish. I can't refuse to be dead. I can't tell the people I love what's going on with me. But I can choose to help find justice.
Calling out, you're my alibi that I'm still alive. Calling out. I saw you get shot.
He missed. I played dead, and then I guess I chased his car. Seriously, how did you solve crime before me?
Just your basic brain-eating zombie detective show. No, but seriously, the episodic detective adventures are great. Plus the overarching storyline of, well, zombies. I don't want to give spoilers. Oh, and does Major really compare to Captain Awesome from the show Chuck? Why, yes. Yes, he does, my friends. So that's it. That's my 10 for you. Number 0. Zombolt. I'd suggest to go in blind. That's what I did. Although the title isn't really that suggestive. I mean, it could be about zombies. Possibly a boat. Or maybe a ship. Who knows? I like how the genre lists it as horror. I mean, that's horror like Shaun of the Dead is terrifying. If that paints you a picture. So I basically binged the whole series. I wish I had known about it when it originally aired to give it viewership. All in all, I had a really good time with this series. I highly recommend it. Anyway, that's my list. And honestly, I kind of want to binge every single one of these now.